Good afternoon, Kingdom Builders. Welcome to another video. I am here sitting down and going through something. And what I want to ask you guys, are you truly ready to trust the Lord? Are you ready to trust in Him? If you trust the Lord, just trust Him. Because you see, if you ask Him, if He help you, if you trust Him, the Lord will put you and allow you to meet situations that you will have no other choice but to trust Him. It doesn't matter where you want to look, what you want to think about, who you want to think about, or what you want to do. The Lord will allow situations that you have no other choice but to trust Him. This week, I was given the task of my life to trust Him. Not what you will hear about right now at this moment, but I promise you will hear about it sometime later. But when you trust God, just trust God with everything. Give Him everything, withholding nothing. Earlier on, I was led to Luke chapter 5, and when I read it, there was 2 verses that spoke to me. Verse 4 and verse 10. After Jesus had finished preaching to the people, and Simon Peter there, and John and James, the sons of Zebedee, they toiled all night, never catch anything. And when Jesus came, Jesus entered Simon's boat and tell him to go out. And he went. And Jesus sat there, and Jesus taught from the boat. Then after he finished teaching the people, he told Simon, go out in the deep. That's what verse 4 say. Go out in the deep. Jesus is not literally telling you to go out in the water. Jesus is telling you go deep in Him. Seek Him with everything. Trust Him. Believe Him. And when, yes, I can imagine that Simon was tired, because the Bible said they toiled all night. But when they were toiling, they weren't toiling with Jesus. Jesus was not there with them. Simon could have given up. Simon could have said, no sir, I'm out there all night, I'm tired, I go sleep. Worse, after I come in tired, you sit down in my boat and you teach, and I have to sit down and wait for you to come in back. Now you're going to tell me to go out. If Simon was a Jamaican, so Simon would have talked to Jesus. Simon would have said, no sir, I'm tired, I go rest. But when Jesus said go out, but Master, we toiled all night, we catch nothing. Jesus said just go deeper. And all the fish that were scattered, as long as you toil and you toil out of Jesus, your fish are going to scatter, which is your blessing. Everything that you need, it will scatter. And when Peter went out and threw off his net, the Bible said Peter had to call the other ships to come and help them, because the net was breaking. The net could have break and the ship could have sink. But guess what? It couldn't happen because Jesus was there. So the blessing that Peter was reaping, Peter called and asked to help so he could have shared the blessing. And sometimes in life, when your blessing come and it a choke you, you rather sit down like the foolish brother. We have a small barn and decide in mind for build a bigger barn for store all that he had. And the Lord called him a fool because he didn't want to share. But Peter was not that, brother. Peter called the other ships for help. That's how they could take the net to shore. And verse 10. Skip down the line and go to verse 10. The Lord Jesus Christ said, fear not. So you see, when you go trust God through all this obstacle and everything that you have to go, that you're going through, you have to fear not. Because the enemy, it might go cause some storm for come your way. But it doesn't matter how the situation look. Fear not. The Lord Jesus Christ is with you. Trust him with everything you got, withholding nothing, and watch the Lord work in you, on you, and through you. When the Lord speak a thing in your life and it is established, then no enemy can turn that away. No enemy can touch that or mess that up. It doesn't matter what it is. Luke 1:37 says, with God all things are possible. It doesn't matter what you are going through. Always remember, it is not even a drop in the bucket to your God. The Bible says he holds the world in his hand. So imagine you taking up a little ball and having it in the palm of your hand. That's